Hello, everyone.
Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another MLB recap video, and this will be the first time that we're able to talk about postseason baseball because the last couple days I have been out of town. I just decided, you know what, I haven't had a break in quite some time, so before the postseason actually kicks off, I'm going to take a quick little break, but I promise you guys, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, so if you are happy for me to be back, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and without further ado, we have some baseball to talk about.
And we're going for more. Hey, Atlanta, I see you soon, baby. And the next one, Chicago, Colorado, no matter who's going, we're going to beat it. And we're going to the World Series again.
Today is October 5th, and there are 4 games happening today, but what I'm going to do first before we kind of predict what's going to happen in those next 4 games, we have to recap what went over in yesterday's games, the Rockies versus the Brewers, and the Atlanta Braves versus the Dodgers. And the first one that I have to mention is the Braves game, because the starting pitcher for the Atlanta Braves, Mike Fultonowicz, or Fultonowicz, whatever you say his name, he broke the cardinal rule in baseball, and I just can't believe he did this. I need you guys to put down whatever you are eating because you might choke on what you're about to see, because this man, again, the number one rule, unwritten rule in all of baseball, well, there's a couple different unwritten rules that I can consider number one, but this one is up there at the top. Just check this out and tell me what you guys think.
What?
That's what he
What? That is blasphemous. That is blasphemous.
He stepped on the line. He stepped on the line. And not only did he step, he said, "Ja." Okay, so he gave up 1 run, big deal, but then he kicked the line, and in the very next inning, what happened? Max Muncy hit an absolute bomb, a 3-run shot, and the game was pretty much over at that point.
It's a high fly ball, deep right center field, NCRD back to the wall, forget it, it's gone.
3-run home run.
So to all of you baseball fans out there watching right now, or to any new baseball fans, never step on the lines, never step on the foul lines, ever.
Here's a shot, backhanded on the outfield grass by Machado, who unloads and gets him.
So ultimately, the Atlanta Braves lost 6-0, and we'll see if the curse can subside today. We'll talk about the future games in just a second, but the first game that happened yesterday, the Rockies versus the Brewers, this was a great game. I was watching live in my hotel room. I was doing a live stream. That was a lot of fun. Also, one more note about live streams. There will not be a Fuzzy Friday today. I'm sorry. Super tired, pretty busy. But yesterday, Christian Yelich is still continuing to do his thing. I don't know how or what he's doing right now to be able to hit so many home runs, because I think his career high before was 21 or 24, and the man hit 37, and he's still hitting him, and he has a chance to hit even more.
Line drive, center field, Blackman back at the track. 2-0 Milwaukee.
A 2-run shot.
But it all came down to the 9th inning and extra innings. So what I'll do, guys, is I don't even want to talk about it. I just want to show you guys just in case you missed it, because I know a lot of you were working at the time. So here was the Rockies versus the Brewers, the 9th and extra innings. How did it end?
0-2. Swing a line drive, base hit right field. Mike Moustakas on a 2-strike pitch. Lines a single to right, and the Brewers have taken game 1 in the division series.
So now that we have all of the highlights out of the way from yesterday's game, we know that the Brewers took a 1-game lead, as well as the Dodgers. Now it is time for the Astros versus the Indians, which is the first game of today, October 5th. And man, I am so excited. I was on the plane listening to the radio. I have my Indians jersey on. It's my Grady Sizemore, you know, one of the best players in Indian history. I'm ready for this game, but the Astros, they're really good. It is going to be a battle of the starting pitchers in this series, because you have Corey Kluber and Justin Verlander, 2 of the best starting pitchers you can find in all of baseball, and they are going at it. I believe each of them had a top 10 ERA and top 10 wins and strikeouts, so they were elite throughout this entire year, and the Indians and the Astros actually have the best starting rotations in all of baseball, so this is going to be crazy. But the X factor that I will say is I think Bregman, this pains me to say, I think Bregman is having really an all-time great season for the Astros. I think he is going to be the factor in today's game. I'm going to say that Corey Kluber gives up 3 runs. I'm going to say he gives up 3 runs. One of them will be a home run to either Correa or Bregman, and the Astros are going to beat the Indians in game 1, 3-1. That is my predictions. I also think that the Astros have a better bullpen, so if we're just not being biased, the Astros have a much better team than the Indians, but don't count the Indians out. They are still a really good dark horse team. They have a really good offense. They just acquired Josh Donaldson, so let's see what kind of damage he does. They got Brad Hand, Adam Simber. Hopefully he can pitch like Adam Simber when he was on the Padres, and if Andrew Miller can do Andrew Miller's thing, and if Cody Allen cannot walk 4 guys an inning, it's going to be a pretty fun series, and I'm super excited. So that's game game one. What's game number two? Ah, here we go. Game number two, we have the Rockies versus the Brewers. So today we have Tyler Anderson going against Julius Chachin or Shashin. I'm not sure how to say his name. I'm going to get roasted, I know that. But Adam Ottavino and Scott Oberg of the Rockies were used yesterday from the bullpen, and those are pretty much their go-to guys aside from Wade Davis. So at this point, Tyler Anderson needs to play the hero. He's got to go at least 6 innings minimum. That's going to be the key for him. And if they can do that, I think the Rockies have a good chance of evening up the series. Now, the one thing, again, you got to watch out for Hader. You got to watch out for Christian Yelich because these guys can shut you down in the matter of an inning. So, yeah, I think that the Rockies today are going to win 5-3. I think Tyler Anderson is going to come in huge, and they will come in with a dub today and even up the series at 1 apiece. Also, guys, if you don't agree with my predictions or if you have different opinions, feel free to let me know down in the comment section down below what your predictions are, because we have 2 more games to cover, and this one is probably going to be the most important, the most fun to watch. The Red Sox versus the Yankees.
What he said. Here we go. Veritek and A-Rod going at it.
Rodriguez appeared to have said something to Veritek.
It's almost like getting prepped for the Super Bowl, but it's just game 1 of the ALDS of the Red Sox versus the Yankees. But the rivalry, oh my gosh, who's pitching? So the newly acquired J.A. Happ, he came from the Toronto Blue Jays. He is starting today for the New York Yankees. And then on the opposite side, you have the AL Cy Young contender right now. I don't think he's the favorite at this point. You guys can kind of debate in the comment section down below. But Chris Sale versus J.A. Happ. I'm going to tell you guys right now, the player of the game to watch is not on the Yankees. He is going to be on the Red Sox. He's the number 3 hitter, Mr. Steve, or he might be the number 3 hitter. Steve Pearce, the last time that he faced J.A. Happ, he had a grand slam. So I think that guy, he pretty much owns left-handed pitchers. If you guys play MLB The Show 18, you guys know that Steve Pearce, even his silver card, does damage against lefties. So player to watch going into the Yankees versus the Red Sox is going to be Steve Pearce. But if you guys think I missed anyone, or if you guys have any predictions, let me know, because I think that the Red Sox are going to win today, game number 1 at home, 7-6. It's going to be a lot of fireworks, there's a lot of home runs, but 7-6 in the favor of the Sox. And the final game of today, remember guys, as I mentioned in the first kind of half of this video, the Braves, their starting pitcher yesterday broke the Cardinals sin. I don't even want to mention his name because I just want to put out good energy, okay? Just subside from all the curse. I bless you. I bless you from the baseball gods, Braves fans. Now, I think the biggest story from this game is the fact that Clayton Kershaw was not your game 1 starting pitcher, and the reason why is because for whatever reason, Clayton Kershaw just seems to overthink his mechanics or his delivery when he gets into the postseason, and he is not the same pitcher, so that's kind of affected his legacy. If you guys remember when Peyton Manning was playing football, he was great in the regular season, but as soon as he got to the postseason, some people say that he choked a little bit. So same thing with Clayton Kershaw. This year is going to be massive for his legacy. They have a great team around him. If he can get this win in game number 2 of the division series and they pick up a 2-game lead over the Braves, dude, that's going to be absolutely massive for Clayton Kershaw. And he's going to make the Hall of Fame regardless, but in regards to being considered the greatest pitcher of all time, he needs this win. And not only just a win, he needs to absolutely dominate. I think he needs to go 6 to 7 innings, give up 4 or 5 runs, get 8-9 Ks. And that will kind of be the beginning, and hopefully that will be the beginning of the end of the conversation that Clayton Kershaw is not clutch. In the grand scheme of things, I think that if David Freese is in the lineup for the Dodgers, we all know what David Freese did a couple years ago for the Cardinals. He's not the same player, but I think that he might be the X factor going into this series. I believe that the Dodgers take a commanding 2-0 lead against the Braves today with a score of 3-1. But again, guys, if you disagree with any of my predictions or opinions, let me know in the comment section down below. Who do you think is going to win? Who is going to be the X factor in every single game? Because we will be doing a recap and a prediction video every single day, so guys, do not miss it. But I'm pretty sure that's going to be it for the news from yesterday and also going forward. So guys, if you did enjoy this video, go ahead and slap a like on this one. If you missed me and you're glad that I am back, go ahead and slap a like on this one. Let's try and go for like 500 likes just to celebrate Fuzzy being back, because that would make my little heart happy, because yeah, the Indians are facing the Astros and I'm stressed out of my mind. And I don't know about you guys, but sports is the one thing in life that really stresses me out. Sports and exams. Those 2 things, I can't sit still. So guys, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. We are on the road to 52,000 subs. So if you guys have not hit that sub button, if it's still in red, click that thing. More baseball content to come. I will catch you guys in the next video. Have fun watching baseball tonight with your families. If you're not with your families, just be safe. Get some pizza, get some good grub, get a hot dog, some beer going. Or if you're not old enough, get a nice little White Frost Gatorade and some popcorn, and you'd be set. So guys, thank you for watching. Peace out.